Hi everyone, Cayman Reynolds here, and today we're going to quickly get into a hive. It's the 13th of December, and it's about upper 50s. There's a pretty good breeze. We're not going to be pulling frames out. There's no need to. This time of the year, we pretty much have no brood. Occasionally, if it's really warm, we've got a couple warm years where they have a little bit of brood, and they want a frame. But we're just going to get in, just kind of see what's going on. Now, this is one of our breeding colonies we used to raise hundreds of queens last year, and this is going to be its at least third season as a full-sized hive. So this has been a really good colony for us. That's why it's special. A couple of our other breeding colonies are in their third year, so we really like that longevity. Check this out. That's a pretty good bit of bees down in there. And you can see that honey frame right there. This colony we weighed it and it was just plenty good. So we took out all the frames that were right here, and we probably should have taken out the rest of these over here, but we were busy and they'll be alright. We took out those frames and gave them to smaller splits, and they just don't need it. I mean, they haven't even gotten up here yet, and most of them are down here, and I guarantee you, because it's so warm, the cluster right now is probably from the top of this green box, and it's probably halfway down into the blue box. This is a very strong colony, and that's the way we like them going through winter, because this is what you have to think of. When you're coming out of winter, and you get the maple pollen and the dandelion, it is still really cold. I mean, you're getting days just like this where it's getting in the 60s, it's getting down into the 30s, you're getting all kinds of different weather, back and forth, and I remember last year in April we had some 20-degree days, but the bees are still needing to brood at that time, because if they don't, then you're not going to have a big strong colony. When I talk a big strong colony, I'm talking 4 to 5 deeps of bees, and when we get a colony like that, we can produce over 100 pounds a colony. On a really good year, 120, 130 pounds. So having a strong colony like this, when it has so much bee power, is what I like to use, bee power. The bees are able to generate so much heat when they have plenty of honey, and they don't have to hold back because they know there's plenty. So they generate all that heat. That allows the queen to be able to just lay, and to have the bee power to be able to keep that brood warm during those really cold fluctuations in spring, when your little colonies just can't do that. And if they don't, even if they're big and they don't have enough food, they're going to hold back. They won't always starve, but they're definitely holding back. So a colony like this, at this time of the year, it's awesome. The only thing that we are going to do to this colony is make sure, by picking it up, I just do the lift test. They have scales for this. But I'm just going to lift it up, make sure that they're a good weight, and that's what we'll do. We'll go through the whole yard, and we'll probably come back around late February, do that again. And I told you wrong. We are going to do one more thing. This is a perfect day to get your oxalic acid vaporizers and go to town. Oxalic acid vapor is pretty limited during brooding season, but right now we have no brood. It's 100% mite exposure time. And when the cluster is loose like this and the bees are moving around, it's ideal, as opposed to a 20-degree day or colder where the bees are more clustered. You'll still get a good kill, but you're going to get a great kill, the ideal kill, with a loose cluster like this. So get your oxalic acid vaporizers out if you have them, and you can apply that vapor. It's going to get in there, it's going to condense onto the bees and on the wooden equipment, and it's going to kill, if you do it right, 90+% of your mites, and that's going to really help these colonies just come out of winter and do great, and going to help you get a massive honey crop, and it's going to help your bees thrive and survive. Merry Christmas. Thanks for watching.